Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I've taken a little bit of a hiatus, I guess, from doing videos, but today I wanted to show you how to come up with, again, low carb, something healthy, and use all our leftovers, because you know I hate to waste food. So I'm going to show you this. So I had made a pork tenderloin on Monday. Today is Wednesday, okay? And I made pork tenderloin. I made it in a stew because, you know, my mom lives here and, you know, my mom likes stew. So I was like, okay, I'll put some in a stew for her. And then I just grilled some for myself and Corey. My youngest is home from college. So I made some for the two of us, just grilled. Needless to say, it was too much, and we've been eating it for lunch and dinner since Monday. So I had to repurpose this pork tenderloin. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'll show you what the pork tenderloin is like here. So we've got it, and it's grilled. I grilled it, I seasoned it, right? And I grilled it. Okay, so now I was like, you know, what can I do with this? So I decided to make a cheesesteak, except a cheese pork. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna use the pork and make a cheesesteak with it. So right now I have all my veggies here chopped up. So I have some peppers, I have some onions, and I have some mushrooms chopped up, okay? Now, Corey does not like mushrooms. So I'm just gonna make my serving, okay? I have organic olive oil. I'm trying to go organic with most of my products. So, you know, I do have organic olive oil. I will show you something I don't have it's not organic yet. So we're gonna turn this on and we're gonna start sauteing our vegetables. Okay. So now, I hope everybody's been good and healthy and staying active and all those things since I last spoke to you. So I'm taking like 1/3 cup of peppers. I don't know if I want more. I might. I'm gonna see. Vegetables are good. Load up on the vegetables. I have 1/3 cup of onion. And I like mushrooms. So I'm gonna do 1/3 cup of mushrooms as well. Okay. And my spatula in my utensil drawer that my kids say I need to clean out, which I refuse to clean out. Actually, not a spatula. I've got a spoon. Oh, you know what? I should really use the wooden spoon. Let me get my wooden spoon. My other drawer with all my utensils. My wooden spoon. Okay. So we start sauteing this. I don't know if I want more mushrooms in this. I may. I do like mushrooms. I may put a little more. Not quite 1/3, but I'll put a little more mushrooms. And again, not quite 1/3, maybe half of that, put a little more pepper. Okay? And we're gonna salt and pepper this and saute these. While the vegetables are sauteing, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna make to put on the side. Where'd my pepper go? Ah, here it is. I'm trying to go organic on my spices as well. So the next go around at the grocery store when I have to get some more spices, I'll make sure I get organic. A lot of them are, but you know, haven't gotten there yet to get them all organic. Okay, you want to make sure your meal is mostly vegetables, okay? So that's what I do. I, put a bunch of vegetables in there, and then I weigh out my protein. But you know what? My kids do that too. So because Corey is the lightest he's been. He's 19, and he hasn't weighed what he weighs now since he was, 15. So, everybody weighs out their protein because protein converts to sugar as well, and then sugar converts to fat. So you don't want to eat too much protein. You want to make sure you have enough, but you don't want too much either. Okay? So what we're going to do, again, I hate wasting leftovers, right? So I had baked sweet potatoes. And because sweet potatoes are carbs, but they're good carbs, but they're still carbs. So, I only have about 25 grams of a sweet potato at a time, which really isn't a whole lot, okay? That being said, it takes me forever to eat a sweet potato. So I'm repurposing the sweet potato as well. So, I have my sweet potato here. And I have, this is like a third of a white sweet potato and a third of a regular sweet potato. Not even a third, a half of a third, a little piece, right? So I'm gonna take that. Let's see, maybe I can do it over here so you can see me. I'm trying. Okay, you're not gonna be able to see me mashing this, I don't think. But I'm gonna take out the sweet potato, and we're going to mash it. We're going to mix the two of them together. Okay. And the white one. We have the orange one. And let me get a bowl here so I can prop that up. So you can see me do that. Can you see me over here? I'm at the stove. Yeah, I think you can if I'm at the stove. Okay, so now we're gonna mash this. Just take a fork, mash it up, and you wanna get it mashed together well. Even Corey, who I had, because I never made these before, so I had Corey try it. I made a batch. I'm like, Corey, you gotta try this. Let me know if I need to add something, or and if you're my age, you remember the commercial about Mikey liking it. So if Corey likes it, it's good to go. And Corey liked it. So I changed it. I saw the recipe. My roommate from college, Liz, well, one of my roommates, she posted the recipe. But sweet potato, the original recipe called for like a Italian seasoning in it. And I was just like, it's sweet potato. I don't know. I didn't think those flavors would do it for me in the sweet potato. So, of course, as I always do, I changed things up a bit. Okay. And again, Corey liked it. So, who does not like sweet potato? Oh, you gotta taste it. You gotta tell me if there's enough heat, enough sweet, enough everything. So you mash it up well, okay? I just want you to see the consistency. You wanna mash this up really well. All right, and then we're gonna start adding in our spices. Let me get back over here with my wooden spoon and saute my vegetables up. Turn them, toss them. This is smelling good. I love fresh vegetables. I always have fresh vegetables. You know that if you watched my other videos, and you know that I won't let them go bad either, so I'll chop them up and freeze them. The red pepper, that was in the freezer. The green pepper was fresh. Same with the mushrooms and the onions. But I do freeze onions too. Sometimes I'll chop them up and put them in the freezer. This way, if I'm in a rush, I have it in the freezer. I don't have to spend time chopping. Okay, so spices for the sweet potato. 2 dashes of cayenne. Okay. I did garlic powder because, again, you know I love garlic. A little sprinkle. You saw how much I did there of garlic powder. Because we don't have much sweet potato, so you don't want a whole lot. Little sprinkle of onion powder. And cinnamon. You know I love cinnamon. So, I'm going to put a couple dashes of cinnamon. See, I put a couple dashes of cinnamon. And then we're going to mix this up. I'm going to show you the secret ingredient. Okay, because now we have some heat in there. And we have the cinnamon. Onion and garlic is always great in everything. Right? Want to mix that well. Because you don't want one. Because we're going to make little like tater tots with this. And you don't want them to have all the cayenne pepper in one bite. Unless you're like Corey, who likes the heat. Okay, but I like heat, just not that much heat. Okay, now, this maple syrup. It's the monk fruit sweetened maple syrup. And I always ordered this online because I could never find a store that carried it. But Whole Foods carries it now. So you can buy this syrup in Whole Foods. And for the amount of sweet potato I had, I'm only putting a half a teaspoon of the syrup. That's going to give it a little sweet, a little maple, right? And you got a little bit of the heat from the cayenne pepper. And we're going to have sweet potato taters and pork steak, pork steak, something like that. So we mix this well. Cheesesteaks with pork. And you know, when your meat, again, I'm trying to go organic with a lot of things. And you really should. The meat, you should try and focus on doing organic. I mean, clearly sometimes you can't. And what are you going to do? You're not going to beat yourself up over that. But try and go as clean and organic as you can. It's better for you. Stir my vegetables here again. Okay, I'm going to take my pork, which I already sliced. So now I did 2½ ounces of pork. I've got a pile of vegetables. Throwing the pork in there. Heat that up. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the taters. My sweet potato taters. So good, so good. Okay, let me get my pan to do my sweet potato taters. Now, this is where the non-organic product comes in. I like coconut, you know, my sprays, the coconut oil, the olive oil. I just haven't gotten organic yet. This one is not, well, it says non-GMO. It does not say organic, so yeah, I'm using this right now. Okay, now I have a pan, and I'm going to spray it with my coconut oil because coconut tastes really good with sweet potatoes. Okay, and then I'm going to take a teaspoon here, and I'm going to take my sweet potato, take like by the spoonful, small spoonful. So we're probably going to get, I don't know, let's see how many we're going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think we're going to get 5 out of this because I got to make this one a little bigger. And this one a little bigger. Okay, so now you kind of shape them in the form of a tater tot. Okay, just like that. Form like a tater tot. Kind of tricks your brain into thinking you're eating a tater tot. But again, like I said, Corey liked it. So that's a good sign if Corey liked it. They're not the texture of a tater tot because it's, you know, a sweet potato is mushy. But the flavors, according to Corey, were excellent. So, and then, let's see, let me stir this because we don't want this to get dry. And we're gonna finish making our little taters here. And I'll show you how we're gonna finish these off. I mean, rosemary goes really well with sweet potatoes. Again, this was the first time I was making these, so I didn't want to overspice. Let me wash my hands here. So, all right, now I'm gonna spray the top. Okay, coconut oil, and then we're gonna take, I use the pink Himalayan salt, and we're going to sprinkle that on top. So now you've got some heat, you've got some sweet with the maple syrup, and you've got some salt. So I can't wait to try them. This is going to be my lunch. And you're gonna take these and you're gonna bake them for 15 minutes. I'm putting it in the toaster oven because it's just a little batch here. So let me go put that in. 15 minutes at 375 actually, I had that, okay? And I will show you how they turned out because I had a batch. So these two little tots are 25 grams of sweet potato. So that's it. That's all I get. But that's okay because I have now my pork steak, which I'm going to put in the dish here. Okay. Oh, wow. This looks so good. So good. And then I'm going to top it with, so, you know, in my research for a healthier me, I found that raw cheeses, if you're gonna eat cheese, go with the raw cheeses. And at Trader Joe's had an Asiago raw cheese. So I have a ½ ounce of that I shredded up, okay? And I'm just going to top that. Wow. Gosh, I hope I'm making you hungry. I hope my videos do that for you. Okay, so now we've got our sweet potato tater tots with our pork steak, cheese steak, okay? And now I'm gonna show you something else. If you're still hungry, and I'm sorry, I'm out of view. If you are still hungry, you know I always have vegetables in the house, right? The best thing to do is to keep vegetables cut up. This way they're cleaned, they're ready to go. When you're hungry, you grab them, okay? So I have a little container of different vegetables cut up. Now, what are you gonna dip it in? Or you can eat them plain, certainly. If you're still hungry, you fill up on vegetables, okay? And this is gonna have to be another video, and I've searched different videos for the cauliflower hummus. And I took a combination of a couple different recipes, and I'll tell you, I will not eat regular hummus. The cauliflower hummus is better than regular hummus. So here is, I made this yesterday, the cauliflower hummus. So if you're still hungry, you've got vegetables to fill up on, okay? Certainly, you know, I only eat, where's my plate? You know, the 3 ounces of protein between the 2.5 of the meat and the half of the cheese. So again, if you're still hungry, fill up on the vegetables. So I missed everyone. I hope you enjoy repurposing your leftovers. I love it. I love it. And then we will see you soon. Hopefully I'm back on the bandwagon here, making some low-carb healthy videos. And we're gonna see if I can turn this off with my remote. So you have a wonderful day, stay healthy, and eat low carb, lots of vegetables. Have a great day. And I don't think